Another term, what we are going to make is making an easy game to show we learn a lot of different concepts in this first term. All these concepts are in the book. One really important, this term was located on a screen according to the coordinates, similar to a Cartesian plane. We have, in this case, minus y and y positive, x and minus x. Yeah, so when we divide the screen in these 4 ways, we can move the different sprites that we include on our game in the coordinates if we want. First, I am going to start moving the character. In this case, I am going to use this cat. The idea is you to use a different sprite. Yeah. As the idea of this game is ask it to take some apples that they are going to fall down. I am going to start with the 2 basic movements, left and right, because as I told you before, the coordinates from one side to the other side of the screen are with x. I am going to change x to a positive and negative number. If I want it to go to the left, it's going to be negative number, and to the right, positive number. Perfect. Now we have our scratch. I am going to move it to both sides. But something extra that we saw was the way we changed customs. So I am going to duplicate this one. I am going to give different numbers. In this case, I am going to use only the number 1 and number 2. And in loops, I am going to ask it to go to switch custom 1 and custom 2. In this moment, you notice that is, well, not happening a big thing. Why? Because I need one of these flip to the other side. Now, when I move it, oh, actually, I have it here to change the option. Now, when I move it to one side or to the other, it is going to look to the side it is moving to. Well, this is, we finish with this part. Now we are going to include another sprite. As I told you, in this game I am going to try to catch some apples from above. I select my apple, and the algorithm that I am going to use is that, well, when I start the game is when I click on the flag. You can use a different key or when you click on something. These are some concepts we have learned before. So I am going to ask it to go first to a random position. Why? Because if the idea is to catch apples, they are going to appear on different positions on the screen. But I want them always appear on the top, because the top in here, y says 100. Well, I am going to use the number 180. I am going to set y to 180. And then I am going to ask it to repeat the same program forever. And what is the idea? That is going to fall down. As I told you at the beginning of this video, I need to know that if I am going to use this x or y. In this case, when go from up to down, is y, the letter that I am going to use, and in here I am going to give the speed -5. Why -5? Because if appears on the top, the way to move it down, to make it move it down, is giving a number, any number, in this case I use, but telling that when it is down is a negative number. Yeah. Then if, because the idea is that I am going to catch them first, is that if this sprite, in this case the apple, are going to go lower, the position is going to be lower than -10, it's going to disappear, and I'm going to ask it to appear again on the same place. Yeah, so in this case I am going to duplicate only this part, I remove this, and I put this. Oh, perfect. Until this moment you can see that always the apple appears in different places and go down until the specific point that I set. Actually I'm going to move it a little lower. I'm going to say 30. You're not going to notice a really big difference, because from 0 to 10 or 10 to 30 is not that much. Well, the additional that I am going to do is, well, this is another thing we learned in our first project on Scratch this term, and is how to make a variable. To make a variable, we only click on make a variable, and what I am going to set is the score. The score, and of course, if I start, I am going to set the score to 0. In that case, I am going to start with 0 apples, and I am going to use forever to repeat the same programming that I am going to put inside. What I am going to put inside: if this apple touches, if this apple touch the sprite 1 is the name that I have for the cat. Actually, I'm going to change the name for cat, and now here appears cat. Notice, whatever appears in here is what exists. If it doesn't exist, you need to modify or try to see what. Well, mouse pointer is where I move my mouse. The edge is the corner, and here is the cat. If I include another, I'm going to duplicate this one, another apple, you notice appears apple 1, apple 2, now appears in here, apple 2. Perfect? Actually, whatever I am going to do in here, I am going to do with both apples. The score, well, now, always when the cat touches the apple, the idea is to take 1 point. So it's going to change the score by 1. And it's going to repeat this small part to go again. So in this case, if go to down and I don't catch it, it's going to appear on the top at the beginning. But if I catch it again, it's going to appear on the top to continue playing, because I told you that I am going to use with these 2 apples. I am going to copy. You notice I only drag until the other sprite, and now I have the same algorithm. Well, sorry, here I copy more than what I needed. I'm just going to leave this. Now I have 2 apples going to different positions. When I touch 1, 2, 4. Six, 7. Oh, perfect. Until here is perfect. Now I am going to include something that is going to take my points down. So because an apple is something healthy, I am going to use something unhealthy, and I am going to copy the same algorithm, but this time I am going to give a negative -1. So now when I start playing, you are going to notice The score is no 0, always when I touch the apple. 1 apple, 2 apples, but if I take the snacks, I think that those are Cheetos, are going to go to -1. Oh, fast. -1, an apple for each. I'm going to try to get it down. 3, 2. I took an apple, but I took the Cheetos too. Okay, perfect. This is the game that you are going to make. Remember, the idea is not only making the game, but it's also you to be able to put something negative, positive, use different sprites, and put a background. You remember how to, as soon as you have finished, make a video of your game, and you can send it to me.